welcome to Half Pint Cooking. Today we are going to make some, how do you say it?
Tortilla, cheese tortellini.
Cheese tortellini with
pesto.
Okay, for what holiday?
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day is coming up, so we're gonna make a fun, yummy green dish, and we're gonna use some tortellini and some pesto. So we're gonna read the instructions on the back of this, just so you guys know how to read instructions and follow them. Okay.
Boil 4 quarts of water, optional. Add 1 tablespoon oil to prevent sticking.
Okay, so it says it's optional, so that means we can do it or we don't have to do it. And it says put a tablespoon of oil to prevent sticking. Sometimes when we open these, they're stuck together, but it also says above here, do not try to break them apart. Once we put them in the water, then the water will kind of separate them. You can add oil today. We're not going to because I don't think we need it.
And add tortellini to boil water. Simmer for 2 to 3 minutes, stirring halfway, drain and serve.
Okay, so what does that tell us to do? It tells us to boil 4 quarts of water. So we're boiling some water now. We already got it started. And what boil means is it starts to bubble on top, huh? Little bubbles or big bubbles?
Big bubbles.
Big bubbles all on top. And so once the water is boiling, what do, Jane? We put it in the water and boil it for 2 to 3 minutes. That's not very long. So you have to be ready for everything. Once you put this in, you want to make sure you have a strainer so you can put the hot water in a strainer to cool it off. Then you want to have your pesto ready. And since we're making little shamrocks, we're going to put 3 of these in a row, and then we need a little stem, so we have a little bit of celery. So we're going to get our celery ready right now. We have a knife. This is a ceramic knife, and I love them. But what's wrong with this knife, Jules? One time, Jules thought that this wasn't very sharp, and what did you do?
No, I didn't. I thought that was the cover.
Oh, you thought it was the cover because it's white. Most knives are silver, right? But this is white, and so she thought it looked like a toy and that it wasn't really sharp, and she got cut. So with the knife, you wanna be very, very careful. You probably wanna have an adult help you. But right now, I trust Jules enough now that she's not gonna touch. But one thing when you do to hold a knife is you hold it like this. A lot of times people hold it like this, and that's not right because it's easy to move and it's easy to like drop it and stuff. You wanna hold your knife like this with a good strong grip. And usually, you want a sharp knife. If you don't use a sharp knife, then you're more likely to push hard, and by pushing hard, you're gonna cut your fingers. So, you curl your fingers in, you hold your knife strong like this, and you go 1, you just wanna be able to do 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So we're cutting off these parts, 1, 2. This is so sharp that I could just even do 1, right? Okay. So we're gonna make like this big, because that's how big our stem's gonna be. See, I'm curling my fingers in, and we're just gonna bring it down, and these are gonna be our little stems. See, I'm not gonna cut my finger if my fingers are curled in, right? Because I'm not gonna come clear up here. You just do a little like that, right? Do you think you can do that, Jules? Maybe. Okay. Go for it. So we just cut the top off, and that's what it looks like. All these tortellinis. I don't think that any of them are stuck together. Okay, who wants to pour them in the hot water? Okay, see, those are big bubbles. Okay, the water's boiling. We're gonna just, dump them all in. See? You dump and it doesn't splash. Okay, how long did it say?
Stir it for 3.
No, it just says boil it for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna set our timer. Okay, the timer rang. It was 2 minutes, and they're not floating to the top yet. So we're gonna give it another minute, and we'll check back. Probably want an adult to do this, so I'm doing this, and I'm just going to
pour it in that stick.
Pour it in here. Ooh, look at all that steam. So now once all the water is taken off, we're gonna put it back in the pan. Okay, who's gonna make the coolest tortellini? The coolest little shamrocks. You get a plate, and you get a plate. Do you guys wanna start and put your sticks out there? Okay. Okay, so our tortellini's all done. We just have this big thing of pesto, does not mean that we're gonna use all of it. We're just gonna use maybe about 1/4 cup. All I do is I stick my spoon in, and I get some on the hand on the spoon, and I put it in. Okay, who wants to stir? Okay, Jane gets to stir. Stir, Jane. I'll scoot you over. Okay, stir it up. So I'm gonna give the girls 3.
Ooh, I know how it's gonna work.
Well, I'm gonna give them 6 because they're gonna make 2 of them. Okay, we're gonna make a little design out of them first. Look, a little shamrock.
No, it looks like a flower.
It kind of looks like a flower, huh? But look, we just made little shamrocks and they're green and they're perfect for eating for St. Patrick's Day dinner. Look, we even have the leaves from the celery. Make sure you wash your celery first. I did that before. And look, you can even make a leaf. Now it looks more like a flower. We don't want it to look like a flower, but we're having fun, so it doesn't matter. Oh, so pretty. Look how cute, guys. Isn't that so cute? I love it. Well, we want to wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day and that you have a good day and have fun and make fun things. We're signing off. This is
Jules.
And this is
Jane.
Jane, and they were my big helpers today. How is it?
Yeah.
It's good. She likes it. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to HalfPint Cooking. Today I am Stacy. I'm always Stacy. So we're gonna make a fun St. Patrick's Day today. Nope. Today I'm Stacy.